few more options when the opponent stands up inside your close guard. So we looked at top lock armbar. Okay. We looked at a variety of different ways of dealing. So this time he's got vertical posture. We looked at the waiter sweep and the handstand sweep. So Carl's made his grips and he gets into vertical posture. Another thing I've been thinking about is that hand that grabbed the belt, I'll just find the sleeve. Okay. So we looked at the waiter sweep and different scenarios from there. The other thing I'm thinking about is, just drop down there again, bro, is the placement of his feet. Okay. From Carl's perspective, he doesn't really want his feet shoulder width apart, he'll go a little bit wider. But sometimes when you stand up, people's feet aren't as wide as what they should be. So I'm getting sleeve control. I uncross my legs and I recross my feet at the back of his knees. So it looks like close guard around his legs. I also have sleeve control. Okay, this is called the leg trap sweep. So I bring Carl's head above my head. Sometimes the takedown's a little bit difficult. You can go for an overhead. You want to see that one? Okay, so from there, we keep it simple. We don't want people killing each other. I'm going to take Carl's hands to my left and take his knees to the right. The battle is coming up. Right? If I actually let go and build the base, and Carl builds the base, right, it ends up in a leg entanglement, and possibly because Carl's head's higher than mine, I'm going to lose that battle. So we want to keep those grips. Carl's inside my close guard again. So anytime someone makes, we talked about how this is a common thing. Carl even finds the sleeve from there. I want inside wrist position on my hand. So as Carl stands up, the first thing I'm looking for is when he makes that second step, is his feet slightly close together. So I'm going to uncross. If they're wide, I'm not going for this. So just uncross, bring my legs behind, recross, like close guard around the legs. And the detail is I want my hands over his hands. So I get his head over my head by pulling my knees towards my chest. Options to go for the overhead here, but we go for the simpler one. I take his hands to my left and I bend my knees to the right. There's a heavy fall on this, so we can do this easy by just kind of dropping them down. I keep the position with my grips. How do I come up on top? It's all about head positioning. As Carl tries to come up on top, I put my forehead, or top of my head, sorry, under his chin. I still have sleeve control. Carl's coming up, and I'm on top. Into the mud. Okay? So again, this is one of those sweeps, you'll just do it straight away. The minute they stand up, sometimes if he's a little bit wider, I'll physically open and chop my legs in. Okay, and make that close guard behind the back of his knees. If he's got grips, worse for him, but I have inside control with my hands and my hands are over his. I just pull his head over my head, take his hands one way, even if he still has the grips. Just up down there again, bro. Even Carl still has made grips and they haven't been broken. And I come to here and he's made his grips, just move his hands that way, take his knees that way. Keep my grips, pinch my knees. My head goes on his chest, and now try to come up, Carl. One more time on that. So Carl's primary arm has both lapels. Secondary arm might have the sleeve or might have the belt, doesn't really matter. As he stands up, free still there. Two hands, take top position. Okay. If I feel his feet are not wide enough, I open and I just chop them in and they recross like close guard behind his legs. From there, I bring his head with the pull of my knees above my head, take his hands one way, take his knees the other way, and now I keep those grips, pinch with my knees. I just put my head under his chin. Carl's going to try to come up. You see the way he can't build the base? Because I'm holding on to his hands, and my head keeps him down. Okay, let's play with that.